Guys, I found Honkai Star Rail's final boss, the villain of all villains. Hey, future me here. I'm gonna get rid of all her filler talk because I don't want to rot your poor little brains.
The difference with Honkai Star Rail and Genshin are many, but one of the biggest ones is that Honkai Star Rail is significantly more complicated.
This is the only good take she has, and everything after this just goes completely downhill.
In Honkai Star Rail, you kind of have to have really good artifacts, and you have to farm relics a lot more seriously.
No, you don't.
Farming relics in Honkai is miserable, and
Personal opinion here, but I think that was way easier than grinding Genshin's talent materials. Just a personal opinion though.
it means that the new player experience is naturally a bit more unpleasant. You have to have relics to do good damage.
Ma'am? Is this you? How can you make this remark when you yourself don't even have good relics and are still able to clear MLC? You literally disproved your own take with your own account.
You cannot really farm relics until at least level 60. You can't farm relics at max efficiently until level 65.
Don't believe it, guys. It's misinformation. Don't believe it, guys. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. Don't believe it. This is just plain wrong. I honestly believe with this mentality, that's the reason why her account looks like this. Please don't take this advice. This is not true.
So many players have been playing since day one, and because most people who make guides or make recommendations to players, A, both have played since day one, and B, sort of do have the assumption that everybody else has played since day one.
Whose guide videos are you watching? Tectones?
Means that the advice that you are given, it's not particularly usable.
Huh?
One of the biggest things that I was told was to build Dr. Ratio.
Oh boy.
In most ways, that makes a lot of sense. Dr. Ratio is a free 5-star. The problem as a new player with Dr. Ratio is multifaceted.
Nuh-uh.
So he needs other characters to be good. He needs...
Dude, what? Yeah, I just run my Archeon with no supports and no sustain because, like, that's for Dr. Ratio. That's for free-to-play players. Like, what was the thought process behind this?
really good relics to be good. And it takes a very, 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 very...
That last very was the nail in the coffin. I think we could all mutually agree that listening to someone who has no idea what they're talking about has to be the funniest shit ever. Someone make a Vine compilation of people saying dumb shit. I'd pay to see it.
long time for players to get to the point where they can actually farm relics that are good enough for him.
Yeah, no. As I've said before, you can upgrade about any character within 2 weeks. And overall, to new players who have little to no 5 stars, he's not really a high investment. He's free! Yay!
And it sucks. It sucks for new players because you are telling them to build a character that is not going to be worth it until very late game.
I feel like we're not on the same page here. I feel like we're not talking about new players. I just have a really big hunch. Totally not foreshadowing something.
In no way is Dr. Ratio free-to-play friendly.
You have to be kicking my rocks.
Free-to-play players will have him, but that does not make a character inherently free-to-play friendly.
I'm scared I have to say this, but somebody has to tell you. Do you know what free-to-play means?
It means playing the game without having to spend any excessive amount of money. That's what free to play means. Free to play. He is free to play.
Yes, he can eventually explode like every single thing in the entire game, and that's really fun and cool and poggers.
One sin for saying poggers.
Like, the reality is not every character requires that level of investment in order to be usable.
Are we playing the same game right now? No way we're playing the same game, right?
My account is level 64.
Damn it, filler episode, it was just getting good.
Not even 65. I have farmed relics approximately 4 times ever. My
Sorry, I got really bored.
You do have to invest in every character, but the level of investment is different. And if you don't actually understand that and you're typing in your fingers like, well, every character needs investment. Yeah, no shit.
Alright, grandma's off her meds.
But the reality is that some need a lot of investment, and some characters will do double the damage of those characters with like no investment.
Now we're just talking about something completely different. First, we're talking about the investment it requires to level these characters. And now we're talking about the investment it requires to get damage off these characters. And honestly, you're just confusing yourself.
And recommending characters blindly.
What? Yeah, let me just close my eyes and be like, oh, I choose this one. What? I think this statement is just so silly.
Based on an assumed level of investment means that you are telling people not only like unhelpful and bad information that will actively hurt them.
Me when I spread misinformation. Me when I lie. Yeah, I don't know how this is bad information or misguided information. I'm it's so fucking whack.
Because I'll be honest, I was pretty discouraged for a while because I was like, I'm building this ratio. Everybody said this ratio is going to be like really good for my account. And I hate him with the passion of and fury of 1,000 suns, and he does no damage.
Finally, what I was foreshadowing. I want to let you guys in on a little piece of information, okay? This was her account 1 month ago.
I'm Trailblaze level 52.
Do you see that level right there? She's not a new player. She's a returning player, meaning that she took advice that was meant for new players as someone who was returning. You cannot blame the guide makers for that. You cannot blame the guide.
It would be nice if the recommendations we made kept in mind an actual regular player's experience.
To save you from all her yapping, she essentially blames all the guide makers and the community for the fact that she fucked her account.
I'm talking about this from a genuine place of like adoration for this community and for its content creators.
Ain't this you?
I'll play this game regardless until a better game comes out. I am, in fact, going to play Honkai Star Rail for views and attention.
All this yapping has turned my mouth dry. Wait, guys, this is future me, bro. Deranged. Is deranged hypocrite. Drama.